Late Night Health continues hour 2. I'm mark-alyn. In about 30 minutes, we're going to visit with Dave Foreman, the herbal pharmacist, and we're going to talk to him about holiday times and the proper choices for food. I have a feeling he's going to tell me to stay away from chocolate, and that's really hard at this time of year. We'll find out some alternatives from Dave Foreman in about 30 minutes from now. We're going to talk about the holidays now as well with Kevin Layton, the CEO of Data Dynamics. Did I pronounce your company right?
Almost. It's Data Dynamics.
Dynamics?
Yeah.
That's very clever. I went to school in L.A., so I don't read so well, I guess. I don't know. Dynamics. Okay, Data Dynamics.
That's the way it's spelled, but we pronounce it Dynamics.
Dynamics. We're going to be talking about strategies for being a healthy CEO. And as I was looking over your list of things to do, especially at the holiday times with all the pressure, this is not only for CEOs, this is for everybody. Isn't it, Kevin?
It is. It's actually for anyone who wants to be more connected and more grounded and be a better leader, better husband, better wife.
Better father, better mother.
Exactly.
The same,
for everybody.
So tell me about your background. I mean, you for 7 years you traveled. You were in the Czech Republic. You went to 15 countries around the world. To me, it sounds like a great way of keeping your marriage alive and well.
Well, variety certainly was there. And it's true. For 7 years, I traveled every week. And not just nationally, but internationally. For 3 years of that, I ran a business in the Czech Republic, a radar business. And we had installations all around the world in 15 different countries. And so, for that many years, this time of year was particularly stressful because every week I was living in hotels and eating out. And sometimes I couldn't exactly remember where my room was because I moved from hotel to hotel.
Got it. That makes sense. And did you have an epiphany one day and say, whoa, I got to stop this?
Yeah, after you've put on 35 pounds and you just feel run down and drained, you realize that, you've got to do something to change your life. And I've got 5 tips that I've implemented partway through my life of travel. And I'd be really happy to share those with you.
Yeah, I'd like to know about those. What kind of CEO are you? Let's start with there. You're in the high-tech area?
We actually are an ad tech company. My background is computer science and radar engineering, among other things, Intel and targeting. But I'm in Data Dynamics, I'm in a digital marketing organization. And we actually work with large media groups across the country, newspaper, radio, and TV, as well as advertising agencies, to deliver targeted messages, targeted ads, to consumers who've opted in to receive email and who have visited sites, and we follow them around with retargeting. And so we actually build a bunch of the platforms that we use for that delivery. Gotcha.
So you're not traveling as much as you did before?
No, I've been blessed to actually have an opportunity to stay in Denver for the last couple of years. I have my office here. We all work remotely, but I do travel around to see our customers.
And you can watch your kids grow up this way.
It's a lot easier.
It is. I mean, you hear these stories about traveling dads or moms who are, working, and they come home and they've missed all the events for their kids, from softball games to school pageants and things of this nature that are really important to young kids. Did you miss out on anything, do you think?
I missed a lot of things, but I got home every weekend. I made it a point that I was on a plane back to Denver every Friday so that I had the weekends with the kids. And it was incredibly important for us to have that time. And I took them traveling with me. I took my son Justin to Egypt, and my son Ryan to the Czech Republic, and my son Jason to the Czech Republic.
You didn't take your son Daryl or Mark to the Czech Republic. We're available, by the way.
I didn't adopt you yet.
No, but we're looking for adoption, both of us. So with all the traveling, with the helter-skelter travel and the pressure that anybody in business, anybody who's alive today in the 21st century has, how do you manage that stress?
Yeah, so I've got 5 tips.
Gotcha.
And my first one is get up early. Managing stress for me is getting up early to do a me activity, something for myself, whether that's yoga or it's some meditation or exercise, and get to the office before most of the staff. That way, I never felt rushed, and I'd never have people lined up outside my door when I got to the office, which can be incredibly stressful if you don't have that time to settle in and get yourself organized.
Interesting. What about those people who don't sleep well because of that pressure?
Yeah, so sleep is an incredibly important thing. I actually try to get to bed by 8 o'clock at night. Doesn't always work. And when I'm traveling, if you're traveling all the time, after a dinner, if you've got the time to get to bed at 7, it's even better, because what are you going to do? Sit up and watch TV?
Well, I was going to say, if you go to bed by 8 o'clock, how do you watch Gotham?
You have to DVR it
and watch it in an airport on your cell phone.
That's right.
Okay, so if you go to bed at 8 o'clock, and let's see, so you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
4 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I got my start in getting up early as a dairy farmer for 7 years in high school and college. So I'd get up to milk the cows.
I'm speechless. We have a friend, Doug Steffen, who is a syndicated radio host, and Doug is a dairy farmer, organic dairy farmer on the East Coast. I know he gets up early for his radio show, but I don't know that he touches the cows himself.
Yeah, probably not, but it's a 24, by 7 by 365 job. So my best career decision was choosing computer science over dairy science.
Gotcha. I think that getting up early is a good thing. I find that when I had an office to go to, or when I'm consulting, I get in before everybody else to do just what you said. You get a couple of minutes to yourself, for one thing. At the office, you can sit down, you can organize your day, think about what you're going to do, and then, of course, everything changes, but at least you're ready for that. The stress level is not as big.
I find it a great strategy. When I miss that, I think my entire day's off.
What about on the weekends? Do you sleep in then?
Not really. I probably will, get up more like at 6, but as soon as the sun rises, I'm up. So.
Well, you know what this points out to me? It shows that you can take the boy off the farm, but not the farm out of the boy.
I think that's probably true.
All right, let's talk about setting the tone for the day.
Yeah, so number 2 is set the tone for the day. And I alternate between reading a chapter in a book or doing some kind of a meditation. For me, it's important to take in something spiritual and be able to deal with the day. I really enjoy books by authors like Dr. Dyer, who just recently passed away.
Right.
He's got an amazing library of books.
And, I have a book for you to read.
I'd love to hear it.
The name of it is The Hitchhiker's Guide to Your Soul.
Hitchhiker's Guide to Your Soul.
And it's by Robert Clancy. It's a wonderful book. It's a wonderful book. Do you read primarily the spiritual stuff, the meditative stuff, or do you read anything? I'll give you an example. I read several books a week for the radio show, but I also read probably one book, maybe 1.5 books a week for me.
Just for fun. Yeah.
Just for fun.
Right. And I love fiction, and I do read fiction. But in that morning, I want to read something that's going to actually settle me rather than get me stirred up. So I actually try to read something like a 7 Habits book by Stephen Covey or some kind of a business book that's going to give me structure for my day if I feel like I need more. or something by Dr. Dyer for inspiration.
Yeah, it's a shame that he passed. I was a fan as well. Exercise is something that I find very difficult to blend into my daily ritual. I will do it for a few weeks, and then something just gets in the way, and I prioritize, usually incorrectly, and skip the exercise.
Well, I've found a way. So number 3 for me is to breathe and boost your heart rate. And doing 20 to 30 minutes of intense cardio is incredibly important to me. And what I found now is that I can either listen to my book or I can read my book while I'm actually on a stationary bike. I like the bike. I like the Stairmaster or the elliptical or a treadmill. But if I didn't have a gym, I'd get in a walk. And I try to combine those activities whenever it's possible.
And, of course, in a mile-high city, walking 1 mile is like walking 2 miles at a lower elevation. Our guest, that was a joke. Somebody was supposed to laugh. Kevin Layton.
Okay.
All right. Kevin Layton, the CEO of Data Dynamics.
Yeah.
Is here. And we are talking about how CEOs are more stressed than ever during the pressure of the holidays. And these are tips that everybody can use. We'll have more from Kevin in just a couple of moments as Late Night Health continues. Visit us at latenighthealth.com for more information. Lots of great stuff over there. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Have you ever needed a flashlight and reached into a drawer to find your flashlight is dead, and then go to put in new batteries only to find the insides are all corroded? Now Hybrid Light has created a solar-powered flashlight that requires no batteries and also charges your cell phone. Hybrid lights are durable, waterproof, and hold a charge in the dark for up to 7 years, and perfect for any emergency or everyday use. Now you can get your own Hybrid Light today for only $34.95, and if you mention health, you'll receive a Hybrid Light headlamp absolutely free. That's our durable Hybrid Light with a free headlamp for only $34.95. A value of $60, only $34.95. Call us today at 800-297-8109. That's 800-297-8109 to get this special Hybrid Light offer today. 800-297-8109, 800-297-8109. In the promo code box, type in HELP. 800-297-8109.
If you're struggling to pay or haven't been making your student loan payments, listen carefully to this urgent alert. Have you been out of school for 10 or more years and you're still making your student loan payments? Are your student loans past due or even in default? Can't go back to school because of an old student loan problem? We can help you if you qualify. Your student loans can be taken out of default. We can stop the wage garnishments, stop the collection calls, and stop the seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and see if we can help you reduce your student loan payments. One quick 10-minute call could solve them right now. So call the Student Loan Helpline now.
800-419-2201. 800-419-2201. 800-419-2201. That's 800-419-2201.
This is a fee-based document preparation service to help you access free government programs. Call for complete details. Not available in all states.